Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to SCUM. This is episode 22. First things first, I need to apologize for the last episode. The thumbnail was a little bit misleading, wasn't it? It was a little bit on the horrible side. I put mistakes on there, and it was a bit misleading. But you know what? It was a mistake. We did make a mistake, and I found it kind of funny. If I'm brutally honest with you, I did find it kind of funny. I had a lot of fun making that entire scene. It was daft, it was silly, but it was just good fun. So, yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm also not sorry for that. But nevertheless, we are over here at the lighthouse. I haven't really gone very far. That's the town we were at previously. I've quite literally just driven around the coast. And then once I've gone around the coast, I got over to here and stopped at the lighthouse. Now, unfortunately, I have already gone in. I just did some recording and didn't realize it wasn't recording. I'm not very good at doing SCUM videos. I'm going to put it out there. When I normally record, I use a program called OBS, and that is my main software, and I can see it on my second monitor. I can keep an eye on it and make sure that everything is going well. I can check audio levels. I can monitor in real time everything that's being recorded and going on. When it comes to this game, for some reason, I can't record it in OBS. It just crashes the software, and I don't know what it is. No other game has ever done it before, but every single time it crashes either the game or the software within the first couple of minutes of me starting the recording. So I'm forced to use NVIDIA. The problem with that is I can't monitor anything. Not a single thing. And it's really frustrating, which is why I've had so many issues in the past with files corrupting. I've had entire videos where I've recorded the wrong screen and not been aware of it. I cannot express how frustrating it is. In the beginning of this video, I came over to here. I went inside. We had a little look around. We killed one zombie, and we managed to find 2 bits of barbed wire and some chocolate. Oh, and another screwdriver. This screwdriver here. That is it. Unfortunately, there isn't much in the lighthouse. I was kind of disappointed, actually. You can go up inside of the... let me get something else to actually point with. You can go up inside of the tower itself, and there is a spiral staircase. In fact, I'll go and show you it now because I had to endure it, so I think you guys should as well. So yeah, as far as this goes, once you come in, there is an entire downstairs area. We checked all of these. There wasn't much of anything in here. I killed this dude, and then there is this spiral staircase, which honestly, it goes on for ages. I thought it was going to like be over quite quickly. It just keeps going and going and going, and I'm not going to go all the way to the top because you get the idea. And when you get up there, there's nothing to see other than what you can already see down at the bottom. I sound like Colin Farrell, is it, in Bruges? Have you ever seen that film? It's really funny, very dry humor, very dark humor, but it really did make me laugh when he's talking about going up to the tower, and he's like, why? He's like, so you can see down at the bottom. He's like, well, I'm already down here. Why would I need to go up there to see what's down here? But he's not wrong. He's not wrong at all. So anyway, from down here, if we go ahead and look over here, you'll notice that over on the left, there is actually one of those World War II style bunkers. I can't see any zombies. I haven't seen a single zombie moving around over there, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. It definitely doesn't mean there aren't any. They probably just haven't rendered in. So what I want to do is I want to try and figure out the stuff that we need to take and the stuff that we don't need to take. Now, we're caught in between a bit of a rock and a hard place in the sense that weight is going to be an issue. Things like this weigh 9.6 kg. It has the potential to be a bit of a problem. The bag is 10.4, so I need to be careful here. I need to be very careful what we take. Otherwise, we're just going to drown. And I don't know about you guys. I'm not a big fan of that personally. Now, I can put a bag with stuff into here, which is really handy. The riot vest, however, whilst I can put it into that, I can't put it into my bag when it has stuff in it. I'm going to have a quick flick through and see what I can leave behind, what I'm not going to need to take over with me. And then once I've done that, I'll bring you back in and you can see exactly what we're going to be taking. Okay, so that I think is going to do us, although I'm not 100% sure. What I've done there is I've taken everything that I can and put it into the camouflage jacket and the hiking bag. I've taken the assault vest off. I put that into the hiking bag as well. And we've got a few slots still available. However, I'm trying to save as much space as I can. Yet, at the same time, I'm trying to capitalize on what is available. So, for example, I've got an advanced lockpick with only 4 uses on it. So it's a bit of a calculated risk. I've got a screwdriver there. I've got 1 bandage. The lighter I don't really need to take, but at the same... yeah, let's just leave it behind. We can always get it again. The knife, again, I don't really need it, but I think it's good to have. Mainly down to the fact that if I need to craft more bandages, having the knife is going to be useful. Ammo, I'm taking a plethora of ammo. I'm taking a fair old amount. We are 3 mags and a half, plus the mag that I currently have installed. But for the pistol, I'm only taking 1 spare magazine. If we've gone through all of that ammo and we're down to our melee weapon, I think we're going to be in trouble. But that's mainly down to our inaccuracy, I would have thought. We're still going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roughly 11 slots to pick up anything that's over there. We've got our mask on. We should be ready to go. We should. I don't think we need that many more firearms, honestly. Do we? We don't need that many more firearms. It's kind of getting just a bit silly now with actual guns. It's more the ammo and the magazines and stuff we need. So we're going to give this a go. We're going to try and see how we get on. Okay, we're floating. That's a good start. That is a very good start. We're not just sinking straight underneath the water. So for those of you that don't know, just in case you recently picked up the game and this is your first time playing it, one of the controls that you can actually do is if you hold down shift and then press W to go forward, it will auto walk, or in this case, auto swim. I've just rolled a cigarette while we were heading across, and I've just been chilling out while my character was doing all the hard work, which is really handy, and it's a good little tip to know. We'll go ahead and take the M16 out here. Let's check the ammo. Never gives me a count. Right, there we go. 31 out of 30. So we are full on the old magazine front. We are going to take this a bit easy, though. We know from the past that these things can have lots of zombies around, and this island is pretty big. So I am concerned that although we've not seen any zombies yet, they may just be hiding over the hills or behind trees, in bushes, God knows where. And we just haven't seen them yet. So as soon as we make a bit of noise, I reckon they're all going to come running out. I should have dressed in all black with this mask on, shouldn't I? I would have looked like some sort of Navy SEAL. I'm really surprised that we haven't seen a single one yet. It's a bit concerning, actually. I almost feel like I'm missing something. So it's definitely a World War II bunker. Well, I say World War II. It's definitely a bunker. Close quarters. Feels a lot tighter than the other one. It's not just a copy and paste, although the layout does seem to be the same. We've got bunks just here. What on earth is that? Is that a turd? I think that might be a poo. I think someone's left a poo there. It certainly looked like it from a distance. There is a weapon here. There's 2 weapons. There's a poo there as well. Someone just left out a giant Mr. Hanky. Well, the building itself appears to be clear. Look at the size of this gun, though. I mean, seriously, look at the size of that. You wouldn't want to be on the other end of that, would you? It's just ridiculous. Whoever was stopping here is gross. Why would you do it inside? I want to check now. I want to see if this one was as well. It looked like it from a distance. It is. What's the matter with you people? Stop it. Okay, right. Let's have a quick search through here. We'll see what we can get. 7.62. That's SVD ammo. That's the sniper rifle. I really liked using that, actually. So we'll go ahead and grab that. A shirt. I'm being really careful not to step in that. Can you imagine having that on your shoe? Wait, this is a different one again, isn't it? This is one that we haven't seen yet. It looks very similar to the, like, it's like a cross between the Kar98 and the M1 almost. Okay, so the Kar98 looks like it's fed from the top. This one in the middle, what's this one? The M1891, the 1891. It seems to have Like a built-in cartridge. Just next to the trigger housing mechanism. Similar bolts to Car 98 though. And then the M1, that's the American version, isn't it? That's the Garand, is it? Was it the M1 Garand? That's the one that the Germans used to listen out for the clip and the way it bounced out of the top. Because your rounds were all seated together and it was put in inside of a clip. When you got to the final one, the clip was ejected and it made a really distinctive ping sound, which was... It sounds amazing. It sounds really cool. But yeah, the Germans at the time when we were fighting in World War II, they would just listen for that ping and say, well, we know he's reloading. We can push him now. Is that another poo there? It is. A shuriken. I feel like we need to give that a go. Suppose we should clear inside first, shouldn't we? There's another one. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. M1 suppressor for the Garand. We've already got one of those, I think, haven't we? And it is, yeah, it's definitely a Garand. I think we've already got one of those. Experimental sights, they were awful. Another shuriken. I can't see them being particularly effective. I'll be brutally honest with you. I don't think they're going to be that effective. But nevertheless, we will attempt to give it a go, maybe. Right, that was the boonie hat. What's inside of here? There's another one. They're everywhere. They are absolutely everywhere. This is just like... This is the most gross place I've ever been in any game. I can't believe it. I genuinely cannot believe it. Was the other hangar like this? The other, like, bunker? Was it this bad? I don't remember seeing any. Yet this time I can't move for all of the poo that's everywhere. We need to get a counter going down in the comments. We need, like, someone to just... Yeah, that's poo number 73 for this particular Sunday night. Mad. Right, let's have a walk around the island. We'll have a quick look around and we'll see if there's anything around here. It may be that that's the only bunker on the entire place, but we'll have a walk around because there might be another one. Obviously, there's sort of jetties like this and quays that go out. I suppose we could have a little look around under the water. Oh, that could have ended badly, couldn't it? I wonder if that would have poisoned us. Right, so that's the edge of the key. Got to be really careful of those. The last thing I want is to get poisoned while we're away from our base. There seems to be quite a lot of them around here. I may be just being really paranoid here, but I think they're going to do damage to us. I think they're going to poison us. That's normally how the mechanics work inside of these games. Obviously, they do the same in real life, but I mean, the severity of them can hugely vary. It really can. You know, some are just like a little bit of a sting. Others can, you know, knock you out and like really sort of knock you for 6. So one of the other things I do want to end up doing in this series, I want to go back up to the snowy area now that we've got the ghillie suit. We still don't have the ghillie trousers, and the ghillie suit itself is white. So I'd like to just go up there and see how we look up in the snow, because I'm really curious as to, for the PvP side of things, whether it would actually be that effective or not. Because very often in games they're not. Very often in games they just don't work that well because they're a different color or texture or something, and you still stand out, which is a real shame, honestly. I think if you're gonna don a ghillie suit, you should be able to... What is that? Oh, no way! No way! There's a shipwreck! This is what the goggles are for, isn't it? This is what the mask is for. It has to be. Do you think there's like loot and stuff on there? There must be. I'm being careful not to just get suckered straight into that. I need to keep an eye out on the land just next to me as well, but I think we're going to have to swim out to that and see what there is. How is there no zombies, by the way? Like, not one. We haven't seen a single zombie on this entire island. Like, the other island we went to was rammed full of them. Okay, right, I'm not messing around here. We're going to keep a little bit of an eye out for sea urchins. Yes, there was some just to my right there. How shallow is this? I could just walk all the way out. There's some to my left there. I mean, it makes sense that it would have run aground, considering how shallow it is here. Look at this thing. It's a beast. I wonder if it's tipped out its cargo underwater or something like that. It has. Look, there's crates down there. There's military crates. That is so cool. Wow. I'm really impressed, actually. I'm really impressed. That's awesome. Okay, let's go down. We can we're going to try and check some of these. There's another military quiver. We've already got one of those, so I'm not too concerned. There's a tire down there. I need to keep an eye on my oxygen. There is actually a hell of a lot of stuff here to check. Flare cartridges and brass knuckles. Is this a life raft? Or is it something we can actually look in? No. Very often life rafts and stuff are kept inside of there, like inflatable ones. I may be wrong, that may be something completely different, but I mean, just speaking from experience, you very often have stuff like that. Boonie hat. Flare cartridges. All this stuff seems to be like pretty ruined, which makes sense. It's been underwater. But perhaps there's something here that we can actually make use out of. Let's get some air before I continue underneath. 9mm tracer rounds. I think we're good. Plague mask. I just want to see it more than anything. Now, I don't know. Oh, God, this is... I find that I'm leaning my head. Can I lean like that to make it upright? Go on. Drop in. I've got to be careful here. I don't want to get stranded inside of the ship or something like that. It is something I'm quite wary of. Could you imagine if that's how we end the series? Oh, good job. I kept all this stuff on me. Okay, right. We need to make the most out of this. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Oh, let's go. Brilliant. Nothing in there. That was a waste of a lockpick. Oh, wait, I can't pick the lock for this because I'm underwater. Is that what's happening here? Can I stand on top of this? What's happening here? It's not allowing me to do it at all. I think it's because I'm underwater. That's a shame. That's a real shame because that's the one with 50 cal ammo in. You know that, right? That's the locker with all the 50 cal ammo in. It's actually got 500 rounds of 50 caliber ammo inside of it. That's called Sod's Law. That's how it works. Can't open any of these. That's just going to lead us down a level anyway. Can't open the doors. No. Are any of them open already? It's cool. It is really cool. I'm disappointed there's not more stuff here. We've still got somewhere we can check. We should be able to check directly underneath us right now. We'll certainly give it a go and see if we can get in anywhere over here. I'm so glad the sharks aren't in the game yet. Can you imagine doing this with them in the game? Just watching them like zipping past on the outside, knowing you're just about to get a chunk taken out of you. This feels very sort of like reminiscent of Stranded Deep. I really, really enjoyed playing Stranded Deep. Unfortunately, there's just not enough content to keep it going. I played it for a really long time. And then I started streaming it, and it went down really, really well. People really seemed to enjoy it. But there just wasn't enough content to keep me busy on it. It got to a stage where I had completed everything, you know? And it was just such a shame. I'd love to revisit that game, though. I really would. But it was basically a castaway simulator. It was great fun. Trying to survive on coconuts, and there's sharks and stuff inside of that game whenever you go around the islands. And I think there's even a custom lobby, like a custom map editor. So you can create your own maps, and the community were building some great maps. That's all one big pile. This does go even further back, and there are some lockers back there. I do need to be careful of my oxygen levels. Is there any way I can get air? Can I get air over here? Yeah, just about. But this is what I mean. Like, the scope for this game is huge. There is so much... Oh, hello. That you could potentially do with the game. That's actually really handy. If I can get it out. No, I'm too heavy. We have to drop that. Yeah, I wasn't able to get up above the water. I was pressing the space bar trying to make him go up, and he was just sinking and sinking. So that is something we need to be wary of. So I think that's going to be it for the ship. I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't find much here, but I'm really pleased that we actually got to use the goggles and explore something that was here. I kind of feel like with the goggles on, the view should be almost like crystal clear. That's potentially something that's just not been added into the game yet. I don't know if I can actually place these inside of here now that I'm stood on this. And let's have a look underwater. So that's the view without the goggles on. And that's the view with the goggles on. So it does actually feel like they're not doing anything at the moment. I feel like it should look like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how it should look. I should be able to just see clearly under the water with the goggles on, which I guess I can, like that. I don't know if I can... If I take that off, is that actually going to disappear? No. So that's just a graphical bug in the game where it's not registering that I'm underwater, and you'll see the sheen going across the screen every few seconds. That's something that, if they could implement it so that this is what we see when you've got the goggles on underwater, that would be perfect. That's exactly how it should be. Unfortunately, it's not the case, and as soon as you go under, it gives you that blurry vision of not having goggles on at all. So now that we know for sure the goggles aren't even doing anything, I may end up just ditching them. Because that's a real shame, honestly. That is a real shame. I'm going to run all the way back to the shortest or narrowest point here so that I can then just swim back across. I think that's about everything on this island. I can't see anything else. I'm looking inland. I'm checking into the middle. There's nothing else here. This seems to be a frequent occurrence for me. When I go away to a different island and I leave my vehicle behind, when I start coming back, loads of zombies have always spawned in. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's one over to the left there. 5. Why does this always happen? See, now the problem isn't so much the fact that there's 5 zombies. I've got the weapon to deal with that, but I can't do anything while I'm in the water. And I know for a fact that they can aggro and chase you into the water. Maybe I should just stop going to islands, especially like poo bunkers and stuff like that. Right, we're going to take the mask off as well so I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Mask. There. Right, so we've got a couple over there. Is there... I swear there was one over here as well. I don't want to get pinched left and right. Yeah. Yep, they heard it. I'm aiming too high. I was aiming way too high there. Is there one inside? I know there was another one around the back of here. Look at them all. wow. What is going on? What is going on? Why on earth are these all here? I don't understand this. We'll take this opportunity to reload. I know we've still got about 10 rounds left in that mag. That jump was unfortunate, wasn't it? The second I shot, she jumped, so it tanked it in the chest. I've never done it, so I don't know if it's possible, but I'm assuming from what people have said that the rags are dirty, you can clean them, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to uncraft this bundle of rags right here. I don't know if we're going to have enough soap for all of it. Has that just placed them all on the floor in front of me? It has. Brilliant. We'll do the soap, we'll do that, and... No, it's not going to work. Taking hands. I don't think you can. I may be wrong. Maybe you have to have the soap in your hands. That can't be right. Yeah, it's just not allowing us to do it. Unless, can we add the soap to it? If you're watching this and you're thinking, oh my god, what are you doing? Why are you doing it that way? Do it like this. Let me know. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, because I can't figure that out. That's pretty weird. I need to cut my hair as well. That is definitely something I need to do. Not facial hair. We don't cut facial hair. There we go. Back to normal. Back to feeling fresh again. Much better. Right, we'll jump on here. We're going to make a move. We're going to head down the coast. Now, I don't really know whereabouts we're going to be going on the coast. I don't know what the plan is. I think if we stick to the road, there are some little buildings in there. I don't think there's going to be much. I think it'll be like a little log cabin. So we'll follow the main road. We'll jump onto this white one, and then we'll follow it down. Now, I don't know if this is just a port or something like that, or whether it's going to be the submarine base, or whether this is the sub base. I don't see how the subs were getting past these islands personally, so I don't think this is going to be it. This is fruit and veg. Make sure we're not being hunted down by zombies. I'm going to grab some of this. I'm assuming this is apples or something, maybe? Is there anything we can get from this? Or olives? No, olives is a little bush, isn't it? This looks like an orchard of some sort. What are these? Broccoli. Right, we'll take a couple of these. Who likes broccoli? Surely people don't really like it. Like, when people eat broccoli for, like, Christmas dinner and stuff, you don't really like it, do you? You're just going through the motions and eating it because it's good for you. Same as this cabbage. Look at the size of that thing. Jesus. I only take one of those. That's a lot of space. I suppose we could eat another one now, couldn't we? Yeah, but really, who likes broccoli? Let me know in the comments if you like it. I think it's gross. I mean, you're just eating trees. You're eating the food that my food eats. It's strange that the game is so far down the line and there's still so much being added. I think it's great, and it's something that's definitely keeping me entertained because I'm looking forward to so much stuff coming out. But this whole method of releasing games in very, very early access and then slowly improving and working on them is kind of odd to me, if I'm brutally honest with you. I think it's just, I don't know, I'm from the generation where games came out and then DLC came out to bolster it and to keep the game alive for a little bit longer. But normally you will put them down pretty quickly, and that entire system has changed now, hasn't it? It doesn't work like that anymore. Now games get released in very early access, completely broken, buggy, nowhere near their final form. I mean, DayZ pioneered that sort of thing. Now, I was just about to say I don't hear any mechs. And just as I say it, I can hear the faintest sound of a mech walking around. I can also hear the zombies that are just inside. Oh, there's a suicide zombie here. There's a break in the fence just next to us. Okay, that's not really what I wanted to happen. I was hoping to sneak up closer. There is a mech just through there. At least this section of the fence enables me to sort of funnel them through if any more come running towards me. Is that the suicide zombie? That'll be a yes then. So we've definitely got a bunker here. Now, if this has got a kill box in it, going into here is going to be completely counterproductive because we don't have the key card on us. However, we could always check this building while we're here, couldn't we? No, I am not freezing. You're having a laugh? Well, I didn't even do anything. I wasn't anywhere near him. I wasn't inside the base. Is he mad? He just turns around randomly and aggroes on me. What's that about? That was really odd. That was really odd. I thought, no, I've not even been in yet. He's not gonna aggro. I should be all right on the outside of here. Not freezing for you, like. Certainly not if I'm not inside the base. That's just ridiculous. Right, well, now I have to go in and check this one building. We'll check this one just in front of us, and then what we'll do is we'll come back at a later date, and we'll bring the key card back with us. Well, we attracted some attention on the outside. There's only 2 zombies in here, though. That's always a plus. I see a screwdriver over there. There's a hat down there. But we'll start systematically and we'll work our way through. Yeah, like I say, this one's more of an exploration mission just to figure out what's going on, rather than it being about actually collecting everything. We're just going to do a 1-for-1 trade on those earplugs because they're in better condition. MRE and M16 ammo. No, 45 for ACP. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Nice little military helmet. Right, you know what? Let's deal with these. They're just going to bug me otherwise. Come on in. Come on. Yeah, I was only hearing 2, so I think we're good. Right, as much as I like that helmet, we don't have any need for it at all. It was from that one. I don't think we need this many screwdrivers either. I think if we can get the general purpose screwdrivers, or whatever they're called on this. That's just called a screwdriver. That's a small screwdriver. Okay, if we can get the screwdrivers over the small screwdriver... Oh, God, I can't English. I England the goodest. If we can get the screwdrivers instead of the small screwdrivers, it'll take up less space. We won't have to carry around loads of inventory slots, which will make a big difference in the long run. It's funny though, playing this game is kind of it's a really weird situation for me because I find it really relaxing just going through and like looting stuff and seeing what I find. But at the same time, the second I go outside, I'm kind of like really tense and like nervous because I don't want to die. Like every time you hear all the zombies, you're like, okay, we need to try and funnel these. This is a bit ropey. If this goes wrong, I'm dead. You know, like dead. Series is over dead. Right, that's everything in here. Now, there is a hangar on the other side that we could potentially get into. But like I say, this is an exploration mission on the quad bike. And already we've been sidetracked quite a bit. We've gone looting in the town. We've stayed out overnight. We've got drunk. We've checked out an island. We've ended up looting an entire ship. And now we're going to try and loot an entire military bunker. I don't think it's the play. I really don't. However, I do want to come back here, and I want to come back here reasonably quickly as well. I want to make the most of my key cards, and I really want to find that 50 cal ammo. That is like my #1 priority in this game. I'm afraid that is probably going to do us there for today's video. It's a little bit shorter than normal, I guess. Probably by the time I chop this up. And obviously not a massive amount has gone on. We've done a bit of exploration. We will continue down the coast in the next video. But hopefully you enjoyed it nevertheless. If you did, please consider hitting the thumbs up. If you don't already, make sure to subscribe. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, look after yourself.